and welcome to an episode of Historically Marked. I am Jason at Freedom Rock Park in Shiloh, Illinois. Behind me is the first ever Freedom Rock set in the state of Illinois. I'll tell you more all about it and the whole thing about Freedom Rocks and the details. Here we go. So this is at the corner of Shiloh Station Road and Main Street, not too far from the downtown part of Shiloh, Illinois. That is a historical marker over there that talks about the Latin farmers and settlers of St. Clair County. Gazebo, of course. And this baby was worked on November of 2021. It was unveiled December 6th of 2021. It was done by an Iowa artist by the name of Ray, in parentheses, Bubba Sorenson II. And I'll show you the front part of it. And at the time I'm doing this video, there is at least one Freedom Rock in 9 US states. In addition, 2 have been applied and booked for 1. Those states are Texas and Ohio. But the goal of artist Bubba Sorenson is to get at least 1 in every 50 states. And if he wants to aim any higher, as in getting at least 1 in every US county. And so far this is the only one in the state of Illinois. So a little background on Bubba Sorenson. His name is actually, as I said, Ray Bubba Sorenson II. Born in 1979, he watched the classic war film Saving Private Ryan, and that was what reportedly inspired him to be creative and pay tribute to all of those who served our country. Bubba was always in love with art and painting, and he reportedly never lost his love for it, even in his adult years. The first rock that Bubba painted was one in Menlo, Iowa, just off of Interstate 80. Today, there is 1 Freedom Rock in every county in the state of Iowa. And that's where he also painted his 100th one. I do not know at this time how many Freedom Rocks are there, but like I said, there's 1 in at least 9 states. From the state of Washington, there's 3 in Missouri. But while he is still an artist, Bubba also serves as a member of the Iowa State House of Representatives, and having done that since 2019. He is also married and has 3 children. See right here, he signs all of them like every artist should and has done. So the first Illinois Freedom Rock. And of course it's copyrighted. So this rock is actually 10 tons. This idea was originally brought upon by Shiloh residents Dana and Angelia Steffi, who brought the idea forward at some Shiloh board meeting, and they agreed to pay half the cost. And Shiloh's mayor and board members enthusiastically agreed that this should be placed in the community, and they scouted for spots, and this spot won. And I don't know what was here before. It probably just grassy area for all I know. I don't know that for sure. But a heated tent was placed here in October of 2021. And November 2021, Bubba Sorenson came here to Shiloh and definitely did his magic. And like I said, it was unveiled December 6, 2021 with many in attendance. So looking at the details of this, honoring those who served. And then that of course is the 18th United States President, Ulysses S. Grant, who was a Civil War general and who definitely helped us win, well, the North win the Civil War. Wilbur F. Moore and Adolph Engelman. There is some detailed information about Engelman on the other marker. I'll show you that in a second. But I'm going to go around just a little bit here. Oh man, check this out. The American flag, red and white. And I gotta show you how it drapes down here, and that is awesome. And not even within a few mile radius of here is Scott Air Force Base, and the namesake of Scott Air Force Base is Corporal Frank Scott. Now, it does honor Scott's lighter than air era with a blimp. And for those that don't know, Scott was the first enlisted service member killed in an aviation crash, and that was in 1917. Bubba also incorporated all the services, and somewhere here there is a hidden example of the Iwo Jima sculpture in honor of the United States Marine Corps. I'm trying to find where that is, but oh, here it is, down here. Yeah, it's in gray, but it still looks pretty nice. That's the thing about art, you know, you can analyze it any way you want. That's the cool thing, and kind of see what was on the artist's mind. And also here is, again, the Latin farmers of St. Clair County. It talks about many of them, such as George Bunsen, George Engelman, who became the scientific advisor for Henry Shaw's Missouri Botanical Garden. And then there's Theodore Hilgard. He established what would become the village of West Belleville, which is now Belleville. And on the back, it talks about Adolf Engelman. And this is him right here. So do I think there should be more Freedom Rocks in Illinois? I certainly do. In a perfect world, there would be one in every county. And maybe that will happen someday. Like in most rural counties, you know, we see the courthouse in every county seat, and then we see like the war and veterans memorials. And maybe someday we'll see one of these Freedom Rocks. I mean, there's other better places to put them, like in parks, or maybe like it'll be the first thing when you see when you go into a small town or something like that. But I do hope that not just Illinois, but these can be found all over the country, the United States sometime. And like I said, I hope this does inspire many city and county leaders to get one of these where they live, because this definitely displays patriotism in all ways. Thanks so much for tuning into this episode of Historically Marked. I am Jason at Freedom Rock Park in Shiloh, Illinois. Sign off.